It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. I've been that nigga since Rod Digger, Malt Liquor, the block pillar. My 5 fingers took 4 figures. Mussolini the Great, investing in new estates. Came up digging in crates with mixtapes, intricate rhyme schemes into the mind. My lyrics imply wisdom. You catch them with us in your car system. Filibuster fool, see the custom jewels. Living comfy cool, finna chuck the dudes. Got a flow you can pump in your pool. Mind data, my brain work like a hard drive. Harder than hard times, I could think of apartheid. Mandela, how I beat the case like Mayweather. My main man came to take the charge like Chris Webber. Stay clever, keep a 4-5 like Rhodium. Stand at the podium, knocking niggas down like linoleum. Who know? Jimmy Kudo, no less smoother than Menudo. Practicing judo, all these rappers my kids like Juno. So elaborate, articulate in the midst of battling. Known as a solid nigga, rappers on Ruben Patterson. I'm Ben Wallace, Gary Payton glove on a pickpocket. I'm symbolic, going overboard like limb bias. No aesthetic, feeling copacetic with my sober methods. Cameras flashing when I'm rapping, guess I'm photogenic. Too mellow, I break them down like a square root. I got the world on my back like it's a parachute. Ever since a kid with crayons, open-minded, lifting up your spirits like a seance. Doing something different for the income, giving niggas opportunities, money and then some. Appetizers like them some, power of the union. Passing out game like the crackers in communion. Level up quicker than Dragon Ball with a fusion. Shit is deeper than music, I'm just speaking the language that's common to light your fuses. Little nigga marching, guess the shoe fits. Taking my picture, that's from memorial. Shit is like a tutorial. Educated, never medicated, feeling elevated. These ghetto hymns come across like I'm serenading. Can't learn nothing from a nigga that never listen. My time productivity, your head in the television. Paraphrase raps, you can turn them to a lecture. My conjecture, I'm building with niggas like architecture. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well on this Thursday. Tell me who that bitch nigga hating on me. Hey man, we got Kendrick Lamar coming out, letting it be known. Super Bowl is coming. We got a new advertisement. I just seen last night. Funny enough, last night I seen on Twitter that somebody was in the Kendrick Lamar community on there talking about so Dot's just not going to do any promo. He's not going to do any commercials. He's not going to do any advertisements leading into the Super Bowl. What the hell's going on, man? He thinks he's just going to get ratings on his own. What's going on here, man? Well, wouldn't you know? Less than 24 hours later, we get a new advertisement. Not to mention the fact for people that actually watch the NFL on a regular basis, I don't, but I do keep in touch with it. They've been running advertisements the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So let's just put a pin in that. But I guess people were expecting something new with his face, his likeness, and another skit. So now we've got another skit. And of course, keeping in line with everything that's been going on, he's on the phone. He's talking about having a possible guest. Next thing you know, he gets the Gatorade poured on him by none other than SZA. So we already know SZA is going to be taking part in the halftime show alongside Kendrick Lamar as well. No surprise there. I think anybody could have predicted that, but to know that it's official, I'm sure a lot of people are excited. I am, Are they going to go 30 for 30 on niggas' heads? I don't know. That would be interesting. I mean, they got enough other records that they can run through as well. All the stars and all of this other stuff that they've done. So they got a nice little catalog that they can choose from. But I also understand he only has like 13 minutes. So even with her guest appearance, I wouldn't expect it to be like a co-headlining situation. Just, bring her in, let her do her shit, let her get do a piece of one of his joints, do a piece of one of her joints, and transition on in to something else. That's what I would suspect. So there you have it. You already know. The Gatorade only get poured on a motherfucker when they win the win. Isn't, you know what I'm saying? When it's already in the bag, championship game. You know what I'm saying? So we already know what time it is. It is the championship game, Super Bowl. That's the championship. So he's in the driver's seat to win his own championship. He already came off a championship last year in that bout with Drake. So yeah, victory lap time. The whole thing got SZA. She's been lockstep with him every step of the way. I mean, ever since the Harper's Bazaar interview came out. She was the one interviewing him. The features on the project, you know, him popping out on her project, the announcement of the tour. Now she's, gonna be a guest at the Super Bowl. Y'all remember, it wasn't too long ago, a couple weeks ago, somebody jumped in her mentions and said, hey, collab album with K-Dot. She said, hey, I'm down, but y'all gotta ask the big guy. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to verify that. So that could also be something in the pipeline. You might see it, might not. Gotta ask the big guy. You know what I mean? See if that's the mode he in, and if in reality, if it's really a subject to be talked about, they've already been working on it, right? I wouldn't be surprised if they damn near have over an EP or more worth of material that they've been working on. I would say probably in the last year and a half. You know what I'm saying? Leading up to this. So you just never know, right? You could get that, or there could be that other side of the GNX that she might be making another appearance on, since they have been cooking up. So there's also that as well, because we still don't know where that snippet that came out the day of the album release, what's being labeled as Tiramisu. We don't know where that's gonna land. Hopefully it lands on a project, but we don't know where, right? So all of those things are on the table. Now, of course, we have Grammys coming up on February, 2nd? So that's going to be a lot of wins. We already know he's going to get hella awards that night. It'll be interesting to see if he shows up. And again, much love and respect. Condolences out to everybody out in Cali that's being affected by the fires. The fires are still going. They have not subsided. I know there was a bit of controversy about the Grammys actually choosing to continue to go on with the show as scheduled rather than rescheduling or canceling it. I've seen that there was some controversy around that, but hopefully those that are able to attend, hopefully Kendrick is one of those people so he can get up there and, receive his awards. I also seen that Doechii was on her way to a rehearsal studio the other day in LA. And some people are trying to draw parallels that she might be making an appearance on the Grammy stage. We know that she's nominated for 4 awards herself on that night, but now speculation is going that Doechii is going to be touching that motherfucking stage with a performance, and she's out there rehearsing in the area. I don't know. I can't say that with any amount of certainty. I'm just telling y'all what the people are saying in the street. You feel me? So there's that. February 9th, I believe the Super Bowl halftime, Super Bowl, everything happens. And then we've got DJ Head, right? DJ Head recently came out on the Bigger Picture show, and he said that there's a 211 in progress. Now, of course, 211 is typically a robbery, but you got to look at the date. If the Super Bowl is February 9th, February 11th would be a Tuesday, which used to be the classic release day of yesteryear when albums would drop. Now, we know Kendrick dropped on a random Friday with GNX, but what if he takes it back to the origin and drops on a Tuesday on February 11th? He said there's a 211 in progress. Some people are saying, well, what if Kendrick is trying to buy Drake's catalog? I don't think that he's going to do that. I don't think that's even an option. I just giving y'all theories that I've been seeing online. You're like, oh my God, a 211, a robbery in progress. Is he gonna drop a bid on Drake's catalog? I doubt it. But I do think if he performs on Sunday and drops an album on Tuesday, that makes a lot of sense, right? Can't say it with any certainty, but we can go ahead and play DJ Head's remarks and hold him to it, That's all I can say.
I don't know. There's a 211 in progress somewhere in the world. Look that shit up.
211. These West Coast guys are so cryptic. I can never understand.
So 211 is a police code, is the California Penal Code, CPC, section that defines robbery. It is a serious offense that involves taking someone else's property by force or fear.
Wait, so what did he say about the 211?
He said there's one going on somewhere in the world.
Who's being robbed? The industry is robbing Drake, according to him, no?
I said there's a 211 in progress somewhere in the world right now.
Got you.
I choose my words very carefully. But nonetheless, salute to that king. Stay on stream.
I do want
211 in progress. Okay. And that can mean a couple things that we'll probably not understand until later, because who's to say that maybe, and this is just throwing a theory out there, who's to say that maybe Drake might have had a plan of dropping something on that date, right? And behind the scenes, Kendrick said, all right, that's the date that nigga trying to drop on. I'm dropping some shit. I'm dropping a project right after the Super Bowl. You want to try to divert from the attention? You want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to play with it? We could play. Let's go shot for shot. Let's go 30 for 30. Right? I don't know. I can't, you know what I mean? I'm only here to cover what's being said. I'm not here to push any agenda. Okay? But that will be interesting if we do get another selection and collection of music from Kendrick Lamar on February 11th, 2 days after the Super Bowl performance. That would be a very opportune time. That would be the most hype and the most energy and momentum surrounding everything. It makes a lot of sense to me. I would love to see it. I would love to hear it. But again, it's only speculative. We're only going off of DJ Head's cryptic speech, which if it doesn't happen, all he can say is, I said a 211 was in progress. I didn't promise y'all nothing, right? So y'all do with that information what you will. Okay? We're going to keep this thing rolling. So as with all of that being on the table, of course, the Grand National Tour will be jumping off in April as well. So Kendrick is going to have a very busy year. He's already got an album out. Speculation of another. Tour getting ready to jump off. Super Bowl coming. Grammys on the way. That is a hell of a victory lap after strangling a goat. I will tell you that much. My gosh. And there's also video of one DJ Head talking about Kendrick Lamar's demeanor during that actual battle, to where he says that what you see in the Squabble Up video, Kendrick, being noticeably unfazed, not really showing a lot of enthusiasm, no excitement, no real outward display of emotion. He said that is actually the demeanor that he carried throughout the entire exchange. And even after Not Like Us came out, DJ Head called him to basically celebrate and be like, yo, nigga, this is it. And he said Kendrick was on the other line like, bet, for sure. That's what's up. Because again, remember on Not Like Us, that nigga, he really wanted to go some more rounds. How many stocks do I really got in stock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5, right? So he had stockpiled in that like 17, 18, whatever the fuck it was, day period. He had loaded up his clips. Homeboy backed out. He like, shit, don't back out now, nigga. I think had Top Dog and all of them probably not had some sort of come to Jesus moment with him, he might have still added insult to injury with some more drops just to go ahead and seal the deal. Once again, I would have loved to have seen it, but being a sportsman, he dropped the issue. But here's DJ Head talking about that.
The show.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like catching up and, because we had talked during the whole back and forth, like we were in communication, mostly text, but I talked to him verbally a couple of times, and his temperament is always, if you watch the Squabble Up video and you see his demeanor, it's just stone face and he just don't give, that's literally his demeanor.
Yeah, and that's
that
crazy because
24/7?
that song is turning me up.
That's literally his demeanor. He's just like, I'll give you a tidbit, like even when the day that Not Like Us dropped, I called him that night and I was like, yo, you won, it's over. Like I was just going crazy. Like, this shit is crazy. It's over, woo woo. And he's like, yeah, for sure.
I knew.
Not even I knew. He was just like, yeah, for sure. He was eating food. Like
That's it.
He was eating some food. It was like, yeah, for sure. Like,
Yeah, when you put that work in and you already knew what it was going to do.
It wasn't like excitement. It wasn't like, it was just, yeah, you know. I mean, I ain't going to tell you what he said, but it was just like it was just Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so going into the concert, I had talked to him before.
So that's DJ Head once more talking about, you know, Kendrick's attitude and temperament during the battle. He basically was completely in battle mode. He was not celebrating. He wasn't smiling. He wasn't high-fiving niggas. He wasn't doing nothing. He was completely in war mode. You know what I'm saying? And again, he carried that energy all the way into the GNX project. I mean, a lot of the music he's rapping in you know, almost a scowl-like style, which we haven't really heard so much from on his previous projects. So yeah, man, this shit definitely took him to a different place. The energy that was manifested into that whole ordeal definitely has been reflected on the music that we've heard. Do we get him back in Kendrick Lamar mode in 2025, or do we continue to get this more K-Dot energy? I guess this is the new and improved version of K-Dot. You know what I'm saying? Or whomever he wants to identify the Gemini twin as. But at any rate, we shall see. Again, I cannot speak definitively in any direction. All I can say is I am tuned in. I will be tuned in for Super Bowl Sunday. I'll be watching the game and the performance. For those of y'all that may not know where to watch it, they just recently announced that the game will also be available on Tubi. So if you are a Tubi user, it's completely free. All you got to do is sign up. You'll be able to tune in and watch the game and the halftime show. You will not get additional ads, they say. You're going to be seeing the same commercials that you would see on broadcast television. So that's also an option for you. Just so y'all know where y'all can actually catch the game and or performance, because that's going to be a question for some people as well in a couple weeks. We already see that coming. All right. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider, and I will catch y'all on the next one. All right. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross I'm out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.